I'm here investigating this Bill McIntosh phenomenon. Let's see what people think.
Bill McIntosh?
Oh yes, his AI knowledge is almost as powerful as my magic spells.
Bill McIntosh? His traffic strategies are used across 17 galaxies. Even Martians watch his show. Captain McIntosh's traffic secrets help me navigate the digital seas perfectly. His show be pure treasure, mate.
Bill McIntosh's AI insights fuel my experiments. His live stream is pure scientific genius.
Sir William McIntosh's online business strategies help me modernize my kingdom. I never miss his weekly show.
As you can see, Bill McIntosh's influence reaches everyone from wizards to scientists. His weekly show has become a cultural phenomenon.
It's time for the Bill McIntosh Show.
Tis I, Sir William. So hello out there and welcome. This is the show designed for those who want to launch a business or grow their business using things like AI and some of the cutting edge, most effective, most current marketing strategies out there. And that's what this show is all about. I'll be bringing those to you. And today is a content-packed show. So we have two segments today. We're going to be first covering affiliate marketing. I have had a lot of people asking about the best way to kind of mix affiliate marketing and AI. And affiliate marketing, if you aren't familiar with it, is when you get paid commission to promote other people's stuff. So there are companies all around the world. There are millions of potential affiliate links, and you just get these simple links and you share them. And if you get someone to click on the link and go buy something or sign up for something, you get paid a commission. And so today we're going to be covering what I think is the quickest and simplest way to get started with mixing those two together. And it allows you to deploy an affiliate money-making engine really quickly. So we're going to cover that. And we're going to go through step by step. I'll show you how you can do this. Then we have another segment, and we're going to cover 5 different ways, which on the there we go, 5. There we go. We're streaming, by the way, on both widescreen and on portrait mode here. And so it's funny to see my try to squeeze it into a tiny little window that's very narrow to try to get it out on the narrow screens. Anyway, we're going to be covering 5 different ways that you can get high ticket money coming in the door using AI. So we're going to walk through what those 5 methods are. And one of them's kind of stupid, actually, but you'll see when you get there. It's really dumb, but it pays really, really well. And it's very easy to do. So we're going to cover those 5 methods for using AI to generate high ticket income as well. And of course, we're going to be answering all of your questions. So we're here live with our chat, and we're going to be answering questions about today's segments. And then, of course, we'll open it up and I can answer anything. Now, I am here to bring you help to build and grow your business. And if you're not familiar with me, my name is Bill McIntosh, and over the years, it's now going over 25 years that I've been building successful businesses online. And over that time, I've generated well over $100 million in revenue myself. And then combined with my team, it's actually over $200 million in total revenue driven in through all of our different efforts with clients and our own businesses over the years. And so now we're here to help you. And also joining me today, we have producer Nick, who's behind the scenes. We get Nick, I know you want to be the disembodied voice back there and say hello.
Hello, everyone. And I actually need to remind you, we started a $50 giveaway on Monday, and near the end, I have our winner. So
we're going to give out $50. Okay, $50 prize being given away from a giveaway that we're doing over in our school community, which, by the way, you should be part of if you're not already. Nick, can you pop out the link to use my invite link if you have the one I sent you before? If not, I can get it for you real quick if you don't have it.
There we go.
Cool. Yeah, so jump in, join us over on School. We're talking about how to use my powerhouse tool called Buildy AI, and we're go in there about how to use Buildy to build businesses, to promote your existing business, to grow your existing business, or start a whole brand new one. And we're in there supporting each other. We have an awesome community building up in there. Yeah, you definitely need to be part of that if you're not already. And so if you're excited about the topics for today's show, hit that thumbs up button. It actually goes a long way to helping YouTube and the other socials out there know that they should tell the world about the show. So maybe we can get a bigger audience going on, a bigger chat, everybody hanging out in chat. So I would greatly appreciate that. And then Nick, let's do some shout outs and see who is with us today. So everybody out there, do me a big favor and give me a warm hello in the chat and tell us where in the world are you? And if you're new, say I'm new in the chat. So give us a shout out in the chat. Give me a big old hello. Tell me where in the world you are. And then if you're new to the show, I want to see if we have anybody here who's, isn't familiar with the show, hasn't been on here before. And I want to give you all a special shout out for those who are new. Definitely let me know. And Nick, could you do those shout outs for me?
Yeah, you got it. So we've got Gigi, Wild Bite Films, Dave Black. We have Devin. I think I've seen you in other shows before, Devin. Good to see you. Christina Tweedy Christie. Pete Byram. Pete's been a long time. We call them our veteran. He's a veteran of the show.
Hey,
for
Pete.
Years now. Great to see you, Pete. We have Powercast Digital. Elizabeth Horsley, who's one of the awesome power users in our school group. She's always helping people. We also have Frank. Frank is another one of those awesome power builders. He's a pillar of the Buildy community in our school group. If you want to interact with Frank and Elizabeth and the rest of the crew, you got to join our school group. And it's a really awesome community we have going on in there. We've got Brian Eggers, another one of our school community members. Carter, Ken from Michigan. Puebla, someone from Puebla, Mexico. Awesome. We have an international audience today. Let's go. Dennis from Idaho. Good to have you, Dennis. And then Carter's from Wisconsin. I've never been to Wisconsin. Maybe I'll visit. Blaze Felton. Hi, Blaze. Hey, Hunter from East Greenville, Pennsylvania. Health and Wealth Link. Hello. Ben Smith Photo. Seb, the AI kid. Seb's awesome.
Hey, Seb.
Seb's also one of the pillars of our community.
Actually, I was just talking with one of our team members about Seb. So, yeah.
You know what would be awesome? The agency stuff we're doing right now, the big agency launch.
Yeah.
I feel like Seb would be the perfect case study if he went out and pulled it off.
Yeah. I'll tell you more about what's happening. I was just I found out that Seb is the grandson of another one of our customers who's been a customer of ours for many, many years. And so we're going to talk a little bit more about Seb. And who knows, maybe we'll bring some of the school regulars out on, if I can coax you guys to come out and show up on camera.
That'd be awesome.
Anybody want to show up on the YouTube channel? Let me know. We'll work that out. All right, fantastic. Yeah, you can see here in school, we got Frank as our number one schooler. Elizabeth is number 2. Shelly, Max, Boria, our power users in there. Thanks all of you. I think I know at least 2 of the top 5 are here. Is Boria here too? Or is she not here today?
I didn't see Boria here today.
Well, we miss you if you're not here. So anyway, and then how about Shelly?
We have a Sand One Social, Jason from Sand One Social Club.
Oh, hey Jason. Yeah. All right, fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think, and then for me, you're coming through a little bit quiet. I don't know if for everyone else's mic, but maybe it could just be me.
Here,
but
my mic is like off to this side. We need to pull it in closer. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, I think he's just got to yell louder.
Oh, okay. I'll be shouting today. No problem.
Okay, good. All right, cool. Well, that is our plan. And then so we have our two segments. We're going to start out with how are we going to use AI and to do affiliate marketing. That'll be our first segment that we're going to be covering. And we have a webinar that is happening tomorrow that I'd like to invite everybody to join us at. And I'm trying to think, do we have a quick commercial we could play that's kind of sort of related to the webinar? I guess.
No, not really.
No, we don't have one of our. Okay. No. Well, pop that link out there and we'll do an Ingeniosity playbook. And and then we're going to get started in just a moment. So stay tuned. We'll be back in just 2 minutes. And we're going to be covering exactly the number one simplest and best way to get started by combining AI and affiliate marketing. And with that, Nick, can you cue up a quick break?
First business doesn't have to be complicated. That's because we're at the start of the AI revolution. Before, it could take months to launch a profitable business and start cash flowing. Now you can do it in as little as 1 weekend. History is littered with people who've built empires by seizing the moment. They jumped in at ground zero before the door slammed shut. Imagine if you had bought Bitcoin in 2011. You'd be set for life. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, says, "We're at the dawn of a golden age of AI, and we've only begun to scratch the surface." Bezos made his billions riding the internet wave early. Now it's your turn to ride the AI tsunami to the bank. Thousands are about to cash in big time thanks to AI. But the burning question is, will you be one of them? Or will you be left in the dust? If you don't want to be left in the dust, then sign up for the Ingeniosity newsletter, where every week I'll hand you carefully researched blueprints that will help take your business from idea to income fast. Whether you're starting from scratch or looking to level up, each blueprint is designed to cut through the noise and deliver actionable steps you can implement immediately, and I would know. Because I've been able to generate over $100 million in total revenue across my online businesses over the years. You'll get my hard-won $100 million insights delivered to your inbox every Friday. And the best part? It's 100% free. Join over 5,000 other founders and business builders and get your roadmap to unstoppable growth with the help of AI. Just go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe.
All right, and we're back. At least most of us are. Some of you are on a YouTube ad break. We're going to get started with today's content. We got my important gear for today's show. Got to get that ready. All right. Now, I think we're going to be getting started. And by the way, am I coming through kind of pixelated for anybody else? Or maybe it's just my screen's a little weird today. I was having issues with your audio, and my screen looks very pixelated on my monitor over here. Am I coming through, kind of sharp and clear, or is it pixelated? I don't know if you can tell, Nick.
It actually looks pixelated for me too. And then there's a bunch of people in the chat saying the same thing.
So that is bizarre because it does say that my connection is fine. I'm hardwired in. I don't know why. I don't know what's happening there. The joys of trying to live stream with,
tell me about it.
I'm really, I'm not sure why it's doing that. All right. Well, hopefully, because I don't know what to do to fix this. Let's see. Okay. Well, I'm not sure how to fix this with the live stream, but yeah, on my screen over here, it just looks awful. Look like I'm streaming 20 years ago on a in 480 pixels. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just continue. I'm not sure what else to do. Yeah, I don't even know if the screen is going to be visible with how pixelated I see it right now. So, all right, well, we'll give it our best shot. Let me get this deck over here and get it ready to go. And I got my prompter ready, and then we're going to get started. And Nick, let's see, for segment 1, am I doing a demo? Yeah, I guess I am, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Okay, where is the prompt? Is it in here?
Oh, I didn't give you a prompt.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, then we'll do that one jointly. I'll pull you in to guide me as we go.
Noted.
What's that? Oh, noted. Okay. Okay, cool. And you know what could be good if you're able to get prepared and show the demo on your screen? Because on my screen, it's probably going to be almost illegible.
Okay. Let me... Well, I don't have a ClickBank login. Can you do the ClickBank part or the Buildy part?
What's that?
Step 1 is to go to ClickBank. Spoiler. I don't have a ClickBank account.
I'm not logged into ClickBank here either. So,
well, you're not.
I don't think you need to. You don't need a ClickBank account to look at ClickBank offers.
Okay.
Okay, I just want the Buildy demo. So, well, whatever.
Sure.
Let's just get started. We got to get going. Okay, then we're going to get started, and I am recording this. So, fair warning, you might hear me do retakes, make notes for my editor, stuff like that. I'm going to power through today's content. I'm going to make sure you get all the value from it, and then we're going to go to Q&A. So I won't be breaking in between while I'm delivering the content. I'm going to power through, get you delivered that content, and then we'll do Q&A at the end. But don't worry, I am here live, and we'll be back to the chat in just a couple of minutes. But here we go. Want to know the best way to make money with affiliate marketing and AI? Well, while you watch this video, I'm about to build the exact affiliate machine that I'd use myself to make my first $1,000 online. And I'm going to do it starting from a blank screen. And we're not going to do it with a blog, not with a massive audience. We're going to start with just one page, one offer, and one AI workflow that does all the heavy lifting for us. And you'll see me turn a blank page into a money-making affiliate machine. And as you watch, you'll see the whole thing mapped out for you. Now, this is the same simple structure that grew one business to over $520 million in results, which you'll see in just a few minutes. And then after you've seen all that and you understand how it works, I'm going to walk you through the 4 steps so you can set it up today yourself. And then at the very end, as a bonus for watching all the way through, I'm going to show you one single profit multiplier. It's a step that almost all the beginners, they skip it. They don't even know they need to do it, but you get it right and you can make 10 times more money. So are you ready? And let's dive in. Okay, there was the hook. And oh, got one more piece to record here. Oh, hold on. Before things get too exciting here comes the "don't sue me, bro" disclaimer. It's kind of like having safety goggles for social media money videos, right? Now, the results that I'm about to share with you are real, okay? But there are absolutely, positively not guaranteed results. Building a business, it takes actual work, experimentation, and the kind of persistence that's usually reserved for people who run marathons for fun. Some people, they make life-changing money. Some people make, little bits here and there, some coffee money. Some people lose money trying to do this stuff because they often treat digital marketing and building a business kind of like a scratch-off ticket instead of an actual business. So no promises here, just possibilities, strategies, and tools that you can use if you're willing to put in the effort. Cool? All right, cool. Let's keep going. Okay, there is the first hook with our little disclaimer. We can thank the lawyers for the disclaimer. And now we'll get into the content. All right. Oh, I gotta remove and then re-add. And we'll go this way. Okay, cool. And, I'm going to do one super quick thing before I dive into that. I'm going to just quickly refresh. So, Nick, I'm going to just give it a shot to refresh this and see if it helps me come through a little bit better, not so pixelated. So stand by, everyone. I'm going to just refresh and see if I can get the YouTube stream to get better. Does that seem better? I actually think it might be.
I think that fixed it. That does look better.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, all right then.
Okay. Very weird. Okay, here we go. So as you heard, this is all about how to make money with affiliate marketing plus AI. And we're going to be showing you what is a $520 million strategy from me, the $100 million online entrepreneur. And we covered all of that. So we're going to start out by finding an affiliate offer. And as I said before, affiliate marketing is a really simple concept. It is being able to go out and get links that make you commissions. So you could share your links. Like you could even share it with friends and family or anyone on the internet. And if they click those links and they go buy products or sign up for things, you get paid commission. Pretty cool business model because you don't have to deal with support, charging credit cards, dealing with products, fulfillment, none of that stuff. Instead, you just get paid a commission. Very simple. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to an affiliate network. For the purposes of our demo today, I'm going to use ClickBank, but there are many other networks or many marketplaces. And even Amazon has an affiliate program. Amazon calls theirs their associate program. So there are lots of places to get what are called offers, affiliate offers. These are the links that you want to get that you can use to promote all over the internet. Okay, so I'm going to open up another tab. We'll head over to the ClickBank Marketplace. And I'll show you an example of this. So in the ClickBank Marketplace, there are many, many affiliate offers on lots of different categories. We can see all the categories over here. And so one of the ones that I really love to look at is the health and fitness market because there are lots of supplements and physical products as well as digital like information products. It's a really great category to look at stuff here. And so here's one. Let's take a look at this one. So here it looks like a great offer. So it's in the dental niche. So it's about natural health, but in the dental niche. And so we can take a look. Let's take a look at the sales page for this offer. So here is the product that they're selling. And it helps with a lot of great stuff for dental health. So right here, you can see specially designed for the health of your teeth and gums. I think this is a great product, great way to promote an affiliate offer. And so we're going to use this as an example. And so let's go through here. And then producer Nick, do we need one offer or do I need to get multiple offers to make this work?
Preferably you have a few. I feel like just 3 would suffice. We're kind of in like a similar niche. So like I would find like
Okay,
two other
great.
dental products.
Yeah, so let's find out. Let me pick something else. So they should be in the same market, or can we just pick with anything related to health?
I would try and have them close together. So if the first one's a dental product, I would find two similar dental products.
Okay, so then what we can do is we can come here and do a search. So we'll say dental, and we'll do a search. And so let's see if we can find some others that seem kind of different than that one. Let's look through here. A lot of supplements. Okay, here are some drops. So let's take a look at the drops. I like that that's different. So there's another offer here. And I'll find one more offer related to dental. And let's see. Let's find something then. Again, I want it to look a little different, but we'll go with this one. So we'll look at the sales page for this. And so we got our three offers. So we have this one, and this one. And then we're going to continue on. Now, again, realize I'm showing you ClickBank. I'm friends with some of the guys over at ClickBank, and I think it's a great marketplace. It's been one of the original marketplaces for getting affiliate links. And let's see what they're up to. Now they are up to over $7 billion in commissions that they have paid their affiliates. That's darn impressive. So that's why I'm putting that on here. And but there are many, many other marketplaces that you can go to get all kinds of different links. You don't have to only use ClickBank. Which, by the way, drop me a comment below if you'd like a deep dive training on picking affiliate offers. So today, for the sake of speed, we're just grabbing three really quickly. But would you like to know the ins and outs of maybe all the different networks that you can go to? How do you pick your network? How do you get approved? How do you then dig in and find your affiliate offer, the perfect one to promote? Drop in the comments down below, so down there or wherever they might be showing on the screen or device you're on. But drop us a comment and let us know if that is something that you would like, and it'll be based on your votes. So if enough people are interested in this, then we will cover it on the channel. I'm not sure if there'll be enough interest in this. So if you want that, then definitely comment below and tell us, and we'll cover that in much more detail if that's something that you would find useful. All right, cool. We shall move on. Now, we are going to use my very own Buildy AI to make a free tool, okay? So as part of this exercise, I'll be bringing producer Nick on, who is an incredible entrepreneur in his own right, and he'll be coming on to help us out with part of this. But what we're going to do is we're going to make a free tool using Buildy AI. And Buildy AI, you can just give the affiliate links that we've just made. We're going to give it to Buildy. I'll show you this. We'll demonstrate it in a minute. And ask it to make an interactive tool that promotes your affiliate link, okay? And we want to make sure, this is really important, that when you tell Buildy to build this, you want to tell it you want to collect emails, okay? This is very important for later. And you can make a lot of things. So there's a lot of ideas here. And producer Nick, do you want to come on and maybe talk a little bit about some of these ideas and help people kind of get oriented to some of what we're recommending they promote?
Yeah, sure. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my recommendation is you build an interactive tool. Could be a calculator, could be an assessment like a quiz, could be a generator, like it generates you a plan or some sort of content. My preference is to make assessments where they basically they fill out a quiz. At the end of the quiz, they get a report, and in that report is where your affiliate links are. So with our example, we have the dental offers. So we come up with an assessment relating to dental health. And then at the very end, they get a report with our affiliate offers. And when they click those affiliate links, we get commission. What I would do is, because we want to collect emails, this is important for later. That's incredibly important, actually. What I would do is I would give them like a very condensed and limited assessment at the end of the quiz, and they get the full report, they have to put their email in.
Yeah. Well, in fact, you know what? Here, let's do this. I'll do one better. We're going to gate the report and make them give us the email so they can see it.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, okay, let's get started. So here's Build the AI, and you can sign up here for your account, and we're going to use it to start this up. So here's what we'll start out with. So I'm going to say, make me a dental health assessment that asks 5 to 10 questions targeting people who are concerned with their dental health. Then, based on their answers, use your built-in AI features to make a custom report that gives them tips on how to improve or maintain their dental health. Collect their name as they get started and address them by name through the assessment. So I'm asking it to collect their name at the beginning and then use their name throughout the assessment. Make the quiz interactive and use a variety of different types of answers, even open text questions. At the end of the assessment, show some cool looking, so I'll just say cool looking animations and tell the user their answers are being evaluated by AI and their custom report is being generated. Then require them to enter their email address to see the results. Cool. Now, final important part. On the results page, promote the following 3 products and explain the benefits and how it fits into their overall plan. So then here are the products. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to take I'm going to take the link. I'm just going to take this part of it here. And then I'm going to come back to Buildy. I'll paste it. Why don't I see paste? I'll just do this. And then I'll get the next link. Copy that. Let's put that one in. And how's that prompt seem to you, Nick?
Seems great. Yeah. I should collect that prompt, by the way, and put it in the deck.
Oh, yeah. So
I got to remember to do that when we're done.
A reminder to everyone. So this presentation comes with a playbook that you've been seeing me share on the screen. That is this one right here. So this has got all the links, resources, tools, and other stuff. We have some bonus material coming in just a minute. All of it's available to you to download. We'll put instructions down below. All you need to do is be an Ingeniosity newsletter subscriber. That's Nick's newsletter that he sends out. Great free training. It's no cost. And as a subscriber, you'll get access to the vault of playbooks just like this one, and it'll be in there. Okay, so now let's put the final link in here. And And you know what? I'm going to share this. I'll get this link right now, Nick, and I'll send it to you before I forget. So let me just find you there. I'll send you that. Boom. So now you got the prompt, and let's submit it. All right. So now, as you can see, it has gotten started. It is going to begin making the app. And this process here takes usually 3 to 4 minutes. And so while it is doing its thing, we're going to go back to the presentation and continue. We'll come back to the app that is made so you can see it with your own eyes exactly how the whole thing works. And so let's head back over here. So we have lots of examples if you want to learn, some ideas to help get the creative juices flowing. Nick put lots of examples here for you to see. Here's an example
link,
of the tool.
That's an awesome example. So here, click that link. You should show it.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, so you put in your city. I think it's limited to the United States, but you put in New York might be an example. Anaheim, wherever.
Newport Beach.
It's using AI to come up with things to do in the area, but it's filling everything with affiliate links. So if you go and click some of these links, they're affiliate links. And if you go back to the home page, it says that it was used by 5 million people. So if this website has been used 5 million times, imagine the affiliate commissions they've generated. It's probably, nothing to sneeze at.
That's awesome. Actually, I'm going to use this tool. So yeah, thanks for pointing that out. But there you go. Yeah. Something as simple as that just helps people find fun things to do and then promotes affiliate links. That's pretty cool. And then, here's another example. So this is the case study. And you can go, the case study is linked in our deck. So if you become an Ingeniosity subscriber and you get your copy of this free deck, you can go check out that case study and learn all about this company here. It's a giant company. NerdWallet is an enormous company that built up a $520 million in value for their business using strategies like this.
Yeah. Yeah, basically what they did, it's a content website mainly, and they cover personal finance, credit cards, budgeting, stuff like that. And they have, I think it's over 100. They have all of these calculators. I put a screenshot of a student loan repayment calculator. They have budgeting calculators, interest rate, inflation, all these personal finance related calculators. And what do they do when you get to the end or right under that? They put affiliate links to credit products, like personal finance products. And when you click and you become a user and you get in the ecosystem of those products, they get a kickback. They get affiliate commission. And we can, interestingly, NerdWallet, they're publicly traded. So we have all of their financial information. It's out in the public. They file it with the SEC. And in their SEC filings, they themselves said, in like verbatim, in quotations, substantially all of their revenue comes from these like affiliate-like fees. So
that's pretty cool.
Big, giant, publicly traded companies are doing stuff like this, and it's not just, little side hustles. It's you can get big doing stuff like this. This is
this isn't like some weird internet scheme, right? This is actually, look, these are multi-billion-dollar companies or multi-hundred-million-dollar companies are using this strategy. So there we go. Now we're going to move on to step 3, which is you'll perfect and publish your tool. Okay, so when we take a look in just a moment, we're going to go back to the tool and take a look at it, and we'll show you what Buildy created for us, and we'll talk about perfecting and what we might want to do to improve it and tweak it. But you just polish it, get it dialed in. That process literally takes minutes. It is not hard at all. I'll show you that in a moment. And I do want to remind you that you can download this playbook. Okay, to download the playbook, just head on over. We'll put the link also in the description and comments below in the video. But head on over there, become a subscriber to Ingeniosity. And you can do that at pushbutton.ai/subscribe. And that when once we edit this and publish it, It'll be available in the library. I'll have a library that has dozens of different playbooks like this that are loaded with examples, ideas, case studies, and step-by-step instructions. And then reminder, we do have some bonus content coming up ahead in just a minute. So stick around through to the end, and we got some additional bonus material to get bigger and better results. And plus, we got to finish editing our app together. And then the final step is getting traffic. And I know we have our flagship traffic strategy that we have right here on the channel that everyone can go watch. So we'll drop a link to that as well. When this video ends, you'll get a link to go watch on how you get traffic to this kind of business model. And actually, Nick, this follows the NerdWallet example precisely. This is a budget way to do exactly what NerdWallet did on how you get content, you use social media, and on a very cheap budget, you can get a substantial amount of traffic to your new tool. This video explains the whole thing. It's right here on the channel. And again, we'll link to it at the end of this video so you'll all understand exactly how for as little as $2 a day, you can drive a lot of traffic and get your business kickstarted. All right, so now before we get into the bonus content, let's head back over to Buildy and take a look at what it built. We'll give it a moment here. There we go. There's our personal dental checklist, or checkup, okay? So here is our quiz. So let's just we'll put my name in there. Oh, it just wants my first name. So we'll go with that. Start my assessment. How often do you brush your teeth? How often do you floss? Any specific concerns? Let's see. What shall I say? I would ordinarily say none, but I want to see what this says. Let's do tooth sensitivity, yellowing, and I'll just leave that. How sensitive are your teeth? I don't have sensitive teeth, but I'm going to dial this up because I want to see what the report says. How often do you consume sugary drinks? Okay, I don't consume them at all, but for the sake of this quiz, I'm going to say once a day, or you know what? I'll say multiple times. I want to see what it says. And again, just to be clear, I don't ever drink them, but do you smoke or use vape products? I'm going to say no to this one. When was your last dental checkup? I'm going to say, you know what? Let's do that. I want to see what it says. If you ask your dentist one question right now, what would it be? I would say, what's a way to whiten teeth without harming them long term? And then we're going to finish. Oh, there we go. There's the little animated part that I asked it for. So it's creating a personalized plan for me. Now, if you've gone this far and you went through all of those steps and answered the questions, do you think you'd likely put your email address in? Heck yeah, you would. So now when someone puts their email address in, they can go right onto your email marketing list and you can send them marketing emails later on. So we'll just put that in there. We'll say, see my results, and there it is. So here is our report. And we got our dental snapshot. So we get an overview. We've got habits to consider, some weekly and monthly tips, and a thing about professional care. And this is all custom written, by the way. So the AI wrote this in real time specifically for me based on my answers, which is pretty cool. And then look at this. Here's our affiliate links. There we got our Dentist Smile, Dentifox, and Pro Dentum. So when we click here, boom, it opens up. There's our affiliate link. And now if anybody goes through our quiz and buys these products, we get paid a commission. And let's go back to ClickBank and let's kind of see what can we make with this. So like, let's see. Okay, here's the average commission earned on this product is $114. So we could make $114, and that's what it's saying their average commission is of the affiliates that are promoting it. Let's take a look at some of the others too, just so we can see Let's go back and find, where did Prodentum go? Okay, there it is. So you can see here, this one, you can make $150 in commission from promoting that. So now the goal is to drive traffic through that quiz at a way that is cheaper than the commissions we get at the end. So let's say, we're spending $10 to get somebody to come through our quiz. Well, we hope that they then buy and earn us $150 in commissions. And then the difference is our profit. And we pocket that and walk away. And then the beauty of affiliate marketing is that you just put in your pocket. You don't have to pay for product fulfillment. You have no team, no staff, nothing that goes with a traditional business. You just subtract out your advertising cost, and then the rest goes straight into your pocket. It's such an amazing business model. I really love the affiliate business model. And so there we go. And now what I could do with Buildy is we could improve this. So let's say as an example, we want this report to be longer. We could just tell it that. So we could just say, please make the final report longer, more helpful, and specific. Go. And then Buildy's going to go to work, and it will actually make those changes for us. It's amazing because we can guide Buildy to make anything we want with this app. We could change the questions. We could have it create a great landing page. If we didn't like the landing page, we could have it put more aggressive and more powerful marketing copy there. We could have it change the colors. Whatever it is that you need to do to perfect the app, you just talk to Buildy in plain English without needing to know any technology, and it will do it for you, right? And by the way, it also hosts the quiz and hosts your database, all the data and everything you need to launch your business. It's a complete AI business building tool. So you don't need to buy other tools, other hosting. It's all in one place, and we take care of all the tech stuff for you. So that's why we recommend you use Buildy. So let's move on and talk about our bonus content. So this is pretty powerful. This is actually something that I myself have done. So I'm saying this with my own personal experience. You start out as an affiliate. You launch your affiliate business like we just showed you. You get some commission coming in. And then let's say that you got your first 1,000 people through that quiz. Okay, so let's say whether you used our $2 a day Facebook ad strategy or however you got the traffic through, let's say you now have got 1,000 people who've gone through your quiz, and they're, some of them are buying the affiliate offers, and you're making some money. What do you do from here to just 10x your profits? Well, the very next logical thing to do is for you to make your own offer. Why stop at promoting other people's offer and letting them, have all the fun and the bigger profits? Instead, now you can take your 1,000 subscribers that you just got, and you can take all of the data that you have learned from the quiz, and you now can launch your own product. Now, as an example, we've been showing you physical supplements products. Did you know that there are places that you can go to, and it's called private labeling, where they have supplements just like you just saw, and you can slap your own label on it, and you have the company will handle shipping, fulfillment, and everything, and it's your product with your name on it, and you can charge whatever you want and keep all that profit, right? And so now you expand and you make your own affiliate offer. So not only now you make your own offer and you sell it to your subscriber list, and you plug it into your quiz at the end, and now you can list your product on ClickBank and get other affiliates promoting you. Make sense? So now you've gone from being an affiliate to an offer owner. You've graduated and moved up the chain, and now you have your own offer. You list it in ClickBank or wherever you want, and you make more and more money, and you get a valuable business built that you actually can sell for a lot of money later down the road by doing this. And so that is the magical, the magical money magnification step is that. And by the way, if you're not sure what niche to go into or you're not sure what to do, I have a link for you. So if you're like, I'd love to do this affiliate marketing thing, but I don't know what niche to go into. I don't know what kind of products to sell. I don't know what kind of app to make. I don't know what to do. Or maybe you've got an idea and you just need some help perfecting it. Well, head on over to buildy.ai/quiz and it will help you. So we've actually made our very own quiz app. You can come here, and if we go to Buildy, you just answer the quiz. And so you just go step by step, answering the questions that Buildy asks you, or you can say you're not sure and you need help. And you just step through answering the questions, and you'll come out the other side with your business published, launched, and ready to go. So again, if you don't know what niche market to go in, Buildy will help you figure it out. If you don't know what kind of products to sell, Buildy will help you figure it out. If you're not sure what features to put in your app, Buildy will help you figure it out. You just go through the step-by-step quiz, and at the end, it actually pops out and builds your entire website, funnels, pages, apps, whatever it is that you need to launch your business. It does the whole darn thing for you, and it's pretty cool. So you go from nothing, not knowing what to do, or maybe you've got an idea, but you're just not sure of the details, and it'll take you from there all the way through to a launched business deployed on the internet. And all you got to do is answer the quiz questions. Pretty powerful. And then let's go back to our presentation. All right, so we're going to wrap up on this. I would like to know if you would like a full tutorial that covers this in more detail. So if you'd like to know how to go from starting up with affiliate marketing, like I showed you today, and then how do you go from an affiliate, just making commissions, to graduating and going big time and doing that magnification to launching your own affiliate offer. Would you like to know how to have your own affiliate offer listed in places like ClickBank and other places like that? Then comment below and let me know if you'd like that deep dive training. It'll be a much more in-depth training, and I'll have to focus specifically on that. Be happy to do it. I've done it myself, so I can show you how I did it. And if you'd like that, then drop in the comments below and let us know. And again, your votes are going to help us decide what content we cover here on the channel. So today I asked you, number one, if you want more deep dive training on how to pick great affiliate offers, how to get approved as an affiliate, those kind of things on getting started, drop in your vote below. Or two, would you like the deep dive training on launching your own affiliate offer? You vote, drop them down below in the comments, and then go check out Buildy. Buildy.ai/quiz. I'll also put that link down below. And make sure you check out the video that's coming up now. It'll teach you exactly how to get traffic to your new business. We'll see you next time. Bye for now. Okay, audience, I'm not going nowhere. That was just for the recording. But with that, we're going to go to Q&A in just a moment. But I do want to remind you, the single best piece of content for today's show is coming next. We're going to talk about 5 different ways that you can make money with AI and get paid big for it. Big, big, big bucks. So if you'd like high ticket commissions, or not commissions, high ticket money in your pocket, instead of making, $20 here, $50 there, maybe even $100 as an affiliate, how about we take it big time? And how do you get paid thousands for each and every client that you get using AI? And we're going to show you 5 different ways that you can do that. We'll be covering that in just a moment. And I do want to let you know that we have a webinar coming up. As is the time of this recording, we have a webinar happening tomorrow. It is actually an encore. So I was live with, we had a huge audience on last night. Maybe you were there. And we're coming back. So a few people weren't able to attend at the time that we had it. We had it a little bit in the evening. Some of you couldn't make it. So we're coming back a bit earlier, especially to help out with those around the world who maybe missed that broadcast. So we'll be back on that live webinar. Now, you do have to register for it. So we'll pop that link into the comments here on our live broadcast. I want to encourage you to register for that and attend tomorrow. It's all tied into the topic we're covering here, which is high ticket, big bucks per client using AI. And so we're going to do our 5-step content in just a moment. But first, we'll take a quick break. And Nick, could you send us to break? And then we'll be back in just a minute or two. And more free. I'd like to send you over 20 different playbooks, downloadable reports, presentations, and more free, all designed to help you start, build, and profit as an online entrepreneur. And they are all based on my $100 million in results across all of my online businesses. Because over the last 25 years, I have figured out what works, what didn't. But it took a lot of trial and error, a lot of painful lessons along the way. And I would like it so that you don't have to fumble around like I did over the years. Instead, I want to give it to you straight, the exact patterns, the exact steps that you need to follow to launch and explode your online empire this year and beyond. So whether you're just starting out or already have a business you want to grow, there is something for you, and it's totally free. So these playbooks, we release them each week, and a couple examples of them are already waiting for you in the vaults right now. These examples would be how I'm using Mr. Beast's leaked manual to blow up my own YouTube channel and make 6 figures from YouTube alone. Also, the next playbook is a simple content hack that made one guy over $1 million his first year. Also, another playbook is how one woman, she made $200,000 by borrowing traffic from other websites. Also, you'll see how to use an AI tool called Runway ML to generate AI ads that are 300% more profitable than traditional ads are. You'll also learn how to use Notebook LM, which is a different AI tool that Google puts out, and you'll see how to make tons of website traffic show up on your doorstep and explode your business. And then another example is our 5 profitable newsletter business ideas. So if you ever wanted to start an online newsletter or an email newsletter, you can start one in a single afternoon with this playbook. Those are just a few examples. There's tons of playbooks and other stuff, and we release more every single Friday. You will get another playbook that will cut right through the noise, will bring you a cutting edge, new marketing or business building strategy that will help you either get more traffic, get more money, or make your business bigger. And these are filled with growth hacks, the workflows, the ideas, the strategies and tactics that will help take you from a concept in your mind to cash flow coming into your pocket, and it'll do it fast. Now, over my $100 million that I've made across all of my different businesses, I know what works. And some of them were very painful and frustrating lessons to learn. And now, through Ingeniosity, it's totally free, and I want to share my knowledge with you so that you do not have to go through that. And I look forward to seeing you inside the Ingeniosity members area. Remember, it's free, and each resource is carefully researched, carefully curated, and we check it against all of my hard-won $100 million worth of experience and make sure it's something that is working now, today. By the way, all of it's indexed, cataloged, and roadmapped. You can log in and find these. You'll never be left in the dust again. Some of the other things that you'll get as an Ingeniosity free subscriber is you actually get to learn behind the scenes of what's going on in my own businesses so you can see what's working in them right now. So these are not just theories, things that I am doing in my businesses. You'll see real life business experiments and case studies that we're releasing. You'll get the practical blueprints, the growth hacks, everything you can deploy. It's like plug and play. You just take the training, implement it, and you can get results. So as a free Ingeniosity subscriber, you'll get all the practical cutting edge AI tactics that you can use right now in your business so you can participate in this AI revolution. It's all free. It's all right now waiting for you. Go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe. So you go to that link that you see on the screen or down below in the comments, click it, and it's totally free. I'll see you over there. Yeah, there we go. Fighting with StreamYard here. All right. Well, then we're going to bring producer Nick on, and we're going to answer some questions. So, Nick, you ready to come on and do some Q&A?
Yeah, and then after we do the next segment, let's announce the winner.
Oh yeah, we got a $50 winner for you here. We'll do that after the next segment. Yeah, that's a great idea. So we're going to cover our 5 ways to make big ticket money with AI, and then we'll give out our $50 giveaway winner. But first, we'll do a quick round of questions. We're going to do questions on topic related to what we covered today. And before we do, I have a question for you, Nick.
What's the question?
What position does a ghost play in hockey?
What?
Goalie.
That was not good. I didn't like that one. No.
Okay, we'll give it a second. So I have one more.
No,
not this one. Here, hold on. We're gonna find a different one. Here we go. Here we go. I think you'll like this one. How do you make a rowboat look younger?
How?
Boat talks.
That one sucked too. I didn't like that today.
Like that one.
You did? I didn't like that one.
Okay, so I got bad scores. So overall, if you were to average the rating of those two, what do you give them?
3 out of 10.
3. Okay, so hey, everybody in the chat, audience out there, in the dad joke scale of 0 to 10, 10 being best, what do you give those? Do they really rate a 3? Maybe they do. I don't know. I thought they were funny. But with that, let's go to real questions.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Guys, you got to get your questions in. There are no
do we not
questions.
have any questions?
No. This is your chance to ask AI and affiliate questions. Get those questions in before we move on to the next segment, because then then you're out of luck.
Yeah, see, we seem to be pretty fractured here. So either we're getting like 8s or like someone give it a 2.75. That was Power Coast Digital. So it looks like we are divided about whether these are awesome jokes or awful jokes. I don't know.
Man. 2.75. Although that's close to my rating. Yeah.
All right. Well, pop any questions you have about using AI for affiliate marketing or affiliate marketing in general. And then we're going to do the next segment as soon as we get your questions answered. If there are no questions, we'll dive right in.
Yep.
Okay, I got one queued up for you that we'll come back to.
All right.
No questions, huh? We'll give everybody just a couple more minutes or a couple more seconds for questions, and then we're going to get on to the next segment.
There is a lot of people, because we asked for comments. We asked people saying, do you want the training on how to find more affiliate offers?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people seem to want that. So
okay, so on how to find affiliate offers. Good, cool. Yeah. And then the other one was on how to have your own offer. Was there less interest in that?
Less, but there was interest. I think that would be a valuable video to make. I think you guys would get a kick out of. I have an idea for what I want to do with that.
Okay.
Video,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Any questions come into the chat?
We have some questions. Do you know Russell?
What's that?
Do you know Russell and L.A. Milton?
Do you know Russell and L.A. Milton? I don't think so. Russell who? I know a couple of Russells.
There's two Russells I'm thinking of. There's a Russell on our team, and there's
there's Russell Brunson. So I know Russell DeCourt on our team, and I know Russell Brunson. I know both of those two Russells. I think I know 3 or 4 other Russells randomly, but I don't know which. Is any of those the Russells you were talking about?
Yeah. Let us know. Let us know which Russell. And then he wants to know, you must be a new guy, CIA certified. What even is your company? BuildD.ai. And I'll drop a link actually for you to go check out. Go to BuildD.ai. That's our company.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Any other questions?
Let's see. He wants to know, what does Buildy do? Quick, what's the elevator pitch? 60 seconds or less. What does Buildy do?
It builds you a complete business from AI without knowing any tech knowledge or marketing knowledge or any knowledge. Just come in with an idea and it will build it for you. Launch your business, deploy it on the web. You can make apps, funnels, websites, whatever you need. Builds it all.
There you go. All right. I think we're ready to go.
All right. Well, then we shall move into the other. Let's see here. Getting my screen set. Got my presentation up. Got my teleprompter. Wait, where did I put my remote? Okay, there it is. Make sure it is still on. Oh, stop. It went too far. Okay. All right. Well, then I am ready to go on to the next segment. So this one, we're going to be covering 5 ways that you can make big ticket commissions. And those of you who were on my webinar last night are going to really like this. And it's a topic we're going to cover again tomorrow on a live webinar in much more detail. And I even have an offer where you can partner with me to do some of the things that you're about to hear about. Okay. Now, reminder for those of you who haven't seen me do this before, I'm recording this. So we're going to record our hook, which is like the intro that hooks people in to watch a video. And then we're going to record the content. And then I'm going to come back at the end and answer all of your questions. So feel free to put questions in as I'm doing this content. If you have any questions that you need clarification for or anything at all, ask those questions as we go through. And then at the end, I'm going to come back and answer all your questions that you've popped into the chat. And then we're also going to go to open questions so I can bring my $100 million in results and all the knowledge I've gained doing that to you. And I can help you with any business problem you're having, anything you're trying to achieve, any goal you're trying to achieve or problem you're facing, and we'll help you with those as well. And so we're going to get into it, and we'll get started with the next segment. Here we go. Quick warning, most people using AI are making $0. And that's because they're chasing prompts, not paychecks. But businesses, they don't pay you for prompts. They pay you for problems that you make disappear. I'll explain in a minute how that works. But in this video, I'm giving you 5, count them, 5 high-ticket AI plays that anyone with a pulse can profit from. Without technical skills, without any previous knowledge, you just follow along with what I'm about to show you, and you can deliver real services to real businesses making real money. Again, no tech skills or no special know-how is required. Just follow the steps. And I'm going to be starting out, by the way, with the dumbest one of all. There's 5 of them. Number 1 we'll start out with is kind of silly, but it does make a lot of money. So in number 1, we're going to be helping out restaurants with a really silly problem that you can fix. And you can fix it in minutes. They have no idea. And yes, restaurants will pay you well to do this. And then I'm going to show you 4 more tactics to generate big ticket money. We're not talking little $20 here, $50 there, commissions and things like that. We're talking thousands of dollars with easy AI methods. And the last one I'm going to cover, it turns one simple job into monthly, recurring, repeating, passive money. So this video is all about how to create a high-ticket offer and then make money with a simple AI tool. And if you want the exact steps and exactly how much to charge, don't blink. So we're going to cover that. So let's dive in. Okay, there we go. Now we have our disclaimer. So to editor, you can stitch this up, maybe make a record scratch or an alarm or a siren or something. Maybe a laboratory alarm going off. I don't know. All right. Well, here we go. Here is the second half with our disclaimer. Time out. We got to put on our safety goggles here because we're entering our AI money lab. The results that I'm about to show you, you're going to see real results that we'll be showing you on screen in a moment. But I want you to understand these are not guaranteed. You still have to do the part where you actually, do stuff. It's not magic. You have to test, improve, and you have to go out and market to businesses, get rejected, try again. That's the path to real profitability. It is not get rich quick. Again, what I'm teaching you is also known as doing business, right? Now, some people, they'll go out making crazy money doing this. They can make more money than I do or more money than I show you on here. But others, they make a little bit of taco money. Maybe they can go to Taco Bell, or wherever their favorite taco stand is and buy a little taco with their money. And others will go on to make nothing. And they can even lose money. And that's because their approach is that they feel like they can click a couple of buttons and that somehow the universe is going to magically handle their business and have money come flying in the door. Here, there's no magic, just real methods. All right, let's get back to the good stuff. Okay, that was the hook and intro. That come out okay, Nick? We clear to move on to the content?
Yeah.
Cool. Then I got to remove that one. Got to add that one. Go here, and we shall dive in. Here we go. So we're talking how to create a high ticket offer and then make money with simple AI tools. And we're going to get in and we're going to count them down starting from number 5. And this one is really kind of silly, and you would be shocked at how well you can be paid for it. So realize that restaurants everywhere, they would love to have those really high quality images of their food. And it costs a lot of money. People spend $5,000 hiring a professional photographer to come in with professional lighting, and then they do this whole special method of preparing the food on the plate for presentation to make it just look beautiful. And you guys probably know what I'm talking about here. Have you ever noticed the difference between some restaurants that they have these beautiful, elegant photos of their food? Usually they're very expensive restaurants or chain restaurants that have a big fat wallet to dig into to pay for that kind of stuff. And then you have the local mom and pop businesses, and sometimes their photos look awful. You ever seen that? Well, that's what we're going to fix. It's shockingly easy to fix this. You can take the photos that the restaurant themselves have shot, or you can go to their Yelp page or wherever their other social media presence, their Google Maps listings, and you can find pictures that their customers have taken of the food. We're going to take the real pictures. We're not going to make fake ones. We're going to take the real ones, and we're going to use some AI tools to make them look like they came from a 5-star Michelin restaurant. It's magical, and it's very easy to do. When we do that, we can use 2 tools. Number 1, ChatGPT just released a new images tool, which everyone is carrying on about how awesome it is. So it's very easy to use. If you've got a ChatGPT subscription, you can use their pro version of it and get some really good results. So we're going to use the new ChatGPT images, and we can take a look at that. They just released the update of this just recently. And so I won't bother playing that for now, but you can read all about it. The link to this is in the playbook that I've got here, which you'll be able to download this for free. I'll explain how in a few minutes, but the link to that is in there. Or we can use Nano Banana. That is the one that I just love the name of it, but that's the one that a lot of people really love using today, and that's by Google. So that's Google Gemini, their Nano Banana product. And again, I've got a link to that too if you want to read more about it and what it does, how it works, all of that. But these are 2 very powerful image AI models, and they're powerful because they excel at editing images. This isn't just generating a fake image from a prompt where you go, hey, make me a plate of food, right? And it's not real food, it's fake. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to give these tools the restaurant's photos, and we're going to tell it what we want it to do. And you can just straight up say, you want like 5-star Michelin quality presentation, You want it to look amazing, and it will edit the real food from that restaurant and make it look amazing. So, because what you don't want to do is just tell AI to make fake stuff and be food that is not representative of what the restaurant serves. So you take the actual food and you just make it look awesome, just like a professional photographer would. And the restaurants will absolutely love you for this. And it's so easy to do. It takes moments to do one photo. So you could make a quick example, show it to them, hey, let's look at the before and after. Would you like me to do this for your entire menu? And then you charge them for it. And businesses will happily pay you to do this. And so that's number one. We got 4 more strategies. And actually the next one coming is my favorite because it takes 3 minutes to do, and you can get paid thousands of dollars to do what you can do in 3 minutes, and it might cost you pennies to do. So that's coming up with our next one. But there we go. That rounds off for our first one, which is making money fixing food pictures for restaurants. And coming up next, before we get to the next one, would you like a tutorial on using these 2 tools? Would you like to learn how you can use ChatGPT images or Nano Banana to make money? If you'd like a deep dive tutorial on that, please vote with your comments. It is your votes on what you say on our videos here when you comment on the channel is what decides what we're going to be covering next. So if you'd love to see a deep dive tutorial on using Nano Banana or Google or OpenAI's ChatGPT brand new tool, pop that into the comments below and vote, and that's how we'll decide if we cover it in a future episode. Next, did you know that today 27% of all businesses do not have websites? Now, for you and I who maybe are familiar with the internet, you've been following online, business and online marketing and AI, and you know all about the tools and strategies, that might be shocking for some people. But it is true. That is more than 1 in every 4 businesses out in the world does not currently have a website. Blows my mind. And then there are others who they built a website, 5 years ago, and it's now broken, or it went offline, or, it got hacked, or there's a lot of, so it's even higher when you start to count those. But 27% of all businesses just don't even have a website, and they haven't even tried to build one yet because probably they think it's very technical or very expensive. Because there are lots of web designers out there who will charge $5,000 to $10,000 to build websites for businesses. Common price point in that range for a web designer who wants to custom make a website for a business. But you know what? I'm about to show you how you could use one tool to find businesses who don't have websites, and then with a push of a button, build them a website in 3 minutes flat that you can turn around, walk out, and charge $1,000 for. And I say this because I already have people doing this using Buildy.ai. Let me show you how it works. By the way, here is an example case study of someone. This is not one of my customers, but someone who actually does this. They spend more time and energy and money building sites, but they're using what are called no-code tools to launch a web design agency. And they built a $1.2 million business at 17 years old doing this, okay? But with a Buildy AI agency account, what they've been doing, it takes time and energy and money to do, you can do in 3 minutes flat, and it could cost you pennies. So I'm going to pull up here 1 second here while I pull up the right page. Here we go. So this is on Buildy AI, and this is part of our agency plan. So if you're on an agency plan, you can get access to this tool. And in it, you can find businesses that need help. It's very simple to do. So we can come in and we can say, let's say I'm going to pick electrician just to make it quick. And I'm going to type in a city near me. We're going to say Newport. Newport Beach. And now we'll go here under advanced options. We can turn this off or on, so we can search for any kind of business or only businesses that don't have a website currently. And then we can say how many results we want. And then we say search. So this is actually finding you prospects. So not only does it build the websites for you that you'll see in a moment, but it helps you find the companies that need the websites. It's a tool that does both. And again, this is all part of our Build the AI agency plan. And we have a webinar that happens periodically talking about this. And in fact, at the time of recording this, we've got one happening tomorrow. So check the comments and description down below for a link to go check out that webinar and watch. And you can learn all about a deep dive on how to do this and get paid really, really well for it. And you'll find out how you can get a big discount on our Build the Agency plans. But here we go. It found 8. So there are 8 electricians that it discovered in that city that do not have websites. So guess how easy it is to build a site. I will show you. Let's find out here. I'm going to go with EUC Electrical. They have the most reviews. Yeah, they do. So I'm picking them because they do have 8 reviews. So let's come over here and we just click build a website, which takes us here. Now you can edit the name of the business. You can adjust the type of business. And then here, all you have to do is find them on Google Maps, see if they have a Yellow Pages listing, or maybe they're on Yelp or Instagram, Facebook, wherever they have a presence online. This tool will help you try to find them, and it'll list them here, right? So you can come in, let's say you find them on Yelp. So we can click Yelp and we can add their Yelp link if we find it. But the tool will also go out and dig and find these as well. We can also upload images. So if you're standing in front of the business and you shoot a picture of the business, you could upload it right here if you want to add additional photos. And then any other info that you want to add about the business. And then all we do is click the big yellow button and boom, it is now scraping, collecting, and scouring the internet for details about this business. And while it does that, it's collecting all the data it can find, the hours of the business, any photos that they can find about the business, reviews that it might want to use to list on the business, the address, phone number, all of the relevant information specifically for that business. It's going to collect it all up from the internet, and then it's going to build them a beautiful looking website. And it all happens in moments. So in as little as 3 minutes, the website is live and ready to go. And then you visit the business you just made the site for, and you can reach out to them by email, by phone. You can also reach out to them directly. My favorite is just to walk right in. And you bring your phone and you say, hey, I noticed that you didn't have a website. So you know what? Look, I built one for you. And you just show them right on your phone or laptop or whatever, and then ask them what they think. And I already have people doing this. And my very first person that I taught how to do this made money his first day out. So from day one, he hit the street, walked into a business, did this strategy, and walked away with a big ticket payment. And that customer is now paying him thousands of dollars. He's making money from them every single month on autopilot because of applying this strategy. It is really crazy. So we're going to look in just a moment when the site finishes here. I'll show you what it built. It's still busy building. I can see it doing its thing over there. And you'll see exactly how it comes out. But I want to invite you to come to our next webinar. So we do have it happening. There's one at the time of recording this. There's one tomorrow. But check down below. Look in the comments and description below for a link to be able to attend that webinar. And I'm going to do a deep dive that's going to help you apply this. So you'll learn all the ins and outs of how to do this and how to actually apply all 5 strategies. So we got 3 more to go that I'll be teaching you during this presentation. Hold on one second. Note for editor. I've just distracted a little bit. I don't know why StreamYard just popped up a warning, but whatever. Okay. And so we'll come back. So note for editor, you can clean that up. So we can see here that Buildy is busy creating it. So you can see here on the left, it's talking about all the stuff that it is making for this business. And when it's done, the preview for that website will show up here on the right side. We'll give it a moment more to finish this up. It looks like it's about to finish. So we'll let it do its thing, and I'll come back to it in just a moment. So while we wait for it to finish, we're going to move on to the next idea. So we'll come back. I'll show you the finished website in just a moment, and it looks awesome. And businesses are happy to pay you for them because you've solved a critical problem for them. They know that they need a site. They know in today's modern age, it's like their business doesn't exist if they don't have a website. And so you just solve that for them. You make it incredibly easy. And you don't even have to sell it. You don't have to like convince them to let you pitch them. You don't have to sell them and convince them to let you do this because it's already done. You're just showing them something cool and asking them what they think. It completely changes the game. So let's move on to idea number 3, and that is building automations with AI. We can say, here's an example of someone who, see if I can get this link to open 1 second. I'll just do it that way. Okay, so here's someone who's made $753,000 with his automation agency. And it goes into great detail about what he did and how he made profit. But let's talk a minute about that in more detail here. So an AI automation agency is something that where you're automating simple processes and tasks. An example might be, let's say that you have a business that they're having a problem getting reviews. Let's say they don't have enough reviews in Google Maps or on Yelp, or maybe they got some negative reviews and they really want to do something about that. Well, how about automating a process where once a customer does business with them, they get an automated AI phone call, and the AI speaks to them almost indistinguishable from a human. It says, "Hey, I noticed you went into you came in today, and you got your dog groomed at XYZ Dog Grooming. How was your experience today?" And then they just talk to the AI, and if they say a positive experience, the AI can then help them leave a review on Google Maps or help them leave a review on Yelp or wherever it might be. And the whole process of reaching out, calling that customer, talking to the customer, directing them to the right place to leave the review, that is an example of an automation. And you can do those too with Buildy, by the way. Anybody who has a Buildy agency plan can create automations for clients just like that. And you solve a huge problem because what will happen is, let's say the customer did not have a good experience. Well, the business should know about that so they could deal with it as a customer service issue or a way to improve their business. So if the customer is on the phone with the AI and they say, well, actually, no, I did not have a good experience because of X, Y, and Z, the AI then passes that information off to the business so they can get in touch with the customer and make it right and improve their business. But if they did have a good experience, boom, it sends them over to leave a positive review. And that is one of my favorite automations to do for local businesses. And they pay really, really well for this. Okay, now let's head back to the presentation. And before we move on, I do want to remind you that this playbook with all my examples and links to case studies and things is available. It is free. We give it to all of the subscribers of our free newsletter. So if you want to join that, head on over to pushbutton.ai/subscribe or check the description or comments below. And you can download this playbook for free. It's in our library. There are dozens of them just like this that you could get for free just for being a free subscriber. Can I say free again? It's free. Now let's go. We'll quickly go back. Let's take a look and see. Hey, there we go. This is our electrical company and the website that it made for them, including listing their reviews, listing their Google Maps listing, and then a one click to open this up in Google Maps so you can get directions. How do you contact the business? It's a complete website. Now, let's say, for example, that the pictures that Buildy found on the web are not particularly beautiful, right? So, this is kind of an ugly picture, honestly, but this is what was available on the internet. So we can just tell Buildy, let's do this. Let's improve it. Let's say, please use AI to, you can't see what I'm typing, so let me move myself so you can see. So I'm just typing in simple, plain English. Use AI to generate a new image for the big top right that represents an electrician working on someone's home and the customer being happy. Let me just fix my spelling and submit. And so if there's anything you see, you just do a quick check, make sure that there's nothing you would like to change or improve. And then we submit that, and it's going to make that change for us in just a moment. And so we go through that process, just tweaking and improving. A lot of times what you'll see is it will pop out with a really good quality set of images. And it depends on what Buildy can find on the internet. And so this business, for whatever reason, didn't have but just this one photograph. And so we're going to use AI to make a new one for them. And then the other cool thing is, there are different kind of AI builders and tools that'll put fake reviews. These are real reviews from real clients. Okay, so it scraped the internet and found these reviews. They're not imaginary, made up reviews. They're real ones from actual customers. And so I can see here, Buildy, there we go. So Buildy made a new picture for us. That is great. Love how that looks. Now, let's say too, I noticed it went for a very simple style. And I think maybe it cued off of the photo that was made. So often Buildy will make a unique design, unique style and color choices. And so let's say we don't like how the design came out and say, let's go with a different style design that's using more colors. And then we submit it. Now, again, a lot of times you pop in and in 3 minutes, it spits out a website ready to go. But here you can spend, another minute or two making little tweaks and improvements by just speaking in plain English to Buildy, and it will polish this up and fix it. Now, this one will take a few more minutes. So while it does that, we're going to move on and keep going in the presentation. So we'll come back to that, and I will show you the improvements that Buildy made in just a moment. So the next one, as we're counting down, number 2 is to build what are called AI voice agents. And I kind of made an example of that when I talked about having an AI call customers of a business. But here we're talking about more general concepts, because what you can do is you can train AI on a business. And so as an example, you can train it on the hours a business is open, all the services that they deliver, how people make appointments and schedule and book with the business. And basically you train an AI on everything there is to know about an individual business. And then you give them a bot that actually works on their website. So you might see it where it sits on the client's website, or you might want to make it where it calls people on the phone or receives incoming calls. But it is a voice agent that acts on behalf of the business. Because think about it this way. There are many businesses that, an example might be the plumber, right? Plumber, electrician, a dentist. There are all these different service businesses, and one single missed call can lose them a $3,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 project. And I know as a consumer, how many times I have called to get quotes for different kind of like repairs or work around the house. And sometimes they don't call me back, or they call me back weeks later. And guess what? They don't get the job. So now you build a voice agent that answers their phone for them or answers questions on their website for them verbally. And you get to install it on their business and make profit by doing so. You can get paid thousands of dollars, because think about that. Just one missed client for a business like that costs them thousands of dollars. So they're willing to pay you handsomely for it. And again, I have people right now using Buildy that are out there selling this service as a high ticket product or as a repeat recurring monthly service. And it's very easy to do with Buildy. It's just as easy as the website builder. There's a voice bot builder that goes out, scours the internet and collects all the data about the business, trains the voice agent, installs the voice agent, adds the phone number, and deploys it. It's that simple. Now, here's an example. I did a demo last night. Let me see if I still have it here on my computer. Hopefully it is still up. It's not that one or that one. Let me see if I can find it super quick, and I'll just show you a simple example. Let me quickly find it. It is this one here. All right, so let me show you an example of this. So this one was built in Buildy, and this is our little preview link here. So this is a local dentist client, or a local dentist demo, I should say. And I built this. So I had Buildy. I told it, hey, here's this business. I gave it the link to the website, and I said, go learn all about this business and build a voice bot. And you can see here, if I click here, oh, actually, you won't be able to hear it. Let me do this. I'm gonna change my screen sharing so you can actually hear this. One moment, share screen. We'll go with window, that window, turn on audio. Okay, cool. Now you should be able to hear this. Get my other microphone ready.
Hi, thanks for calling Newport Beach Dental Solutions. How can I help?
Yeah, what are your hours on Monday?
We're open on Mondays from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Would you like to book an appointment for a Monday, or do you have another question?
Well, I'm a new patient. So do you have any specials for new patients?
Yes, we have 2 new patient offers. One, $79. Cleaning, exam, and x-ray for new patients without insurance and in the
Okay, so I think you get the point on that, so I'll close that out there. But the voice agent was built in Buildy, and I did it with just a few clicks. It trained itself on the business, learned their hours, all their services. It learned all about the doctor that runs that business, and then I was able to install this demo right on their website, and Buildy built it all. So there we go. That rounds us out for number 2. That is building voice agents. And we can see here's a case study that I'll give you the link to if you get the deck, of somebody who's doing $30,000 a month selling voice bots like that. And so with Buildy AI, we made it so you could build these in minutes for your clients. All right. And one other thing I want to do is I want to come back and show you. There we go. Here's the plumber. So remember, I told it to pretty up the design and give it more colors. So now it's not so black and white. That's kind of cool. That one right there is pretty cool. Much more colorful, a little more animated. This is great. This is ready. So this right now, it is ready to go right to this business and say, hey, we built you a website. What do you think? And there we go. So there's the site that's been built. And by the way, if you wanted to install a voice agent on it, it's really simple to do. We just come over here under Manage, go to Voice Agents, and then right here, we can create a voice agent for this business. Super simple. Now, again, I do want to do a quick plug. If you'd like to learn more about how to do stuff like this with Buildy and actually partner with me, so as the founder of Buildy.ai, you can partner with me to go out and help businesses all over the world. They can be local businesses in your backyard or businesses on the internet. And if you'd like to learn more about how to team up with me to do this stuff, then check out the link in the description and in the comments below. And you can go register. I'm holding a webinar, and I'd love to have you join me and learn more about how we can work together to do this so you can get paid high ticket commissions to use our Build the AI tool to help businesses all over the world. Okay, let's count down. We're now down to number 1. Oh, before we get to it, would you like a deep dive on how to do voice agents? Vote your vote in the comments below if you want a deep dive on doing voice agents and how you make perfect voice agents that really help businesses solve unique problems. Tell me in the comments if you'd like that training. You get to vote, and producer Nick here on the channel and I go through the comments, and that's how we decide what topics to cover in our future training. So if you want us to do that, comment below and let us know. Now, the final one is pretty amazing because you can charge the ultimate high ticket price. And this is in building custom software for businesses. Now, think about it this way. Every business has its own unique processes, its own unique ways of doing business. And you'd be surprised how many people I know who have successful small businesses, friends of mine, people who live right around me and are friends of mine, they have small businesses. And you go into them and you learn like they're using they have a whole process where they have a bunch of spreadsheets that one employee fills out, and then they send the spreadsheets over to, another employee who then does some other calculations with the spreadsheets. And then there are these business processes that companies have that are peculiar and interesting to their specific business. And what you do is you come in and you can actually build a completely automated solution that does the whole workflow. Instead of having it take hours and hours of work bouncing around in between employees and spreadsheets, you just talk to Build the AI and build it. You don't need to know programming. You don't need to know coding. You just speak in plain English. You tell Buildy what the process is, and it will build the solution for them. And you sell it to the business for high ticket pricing. In fact, a friend of mine is doing this and makes $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 and more, charging businesses, just local businesses all over the world, for building custom software solutions for them. Another example, there are all kinds of these, they call them customer relationship management tools, CRMs. A popular one is called Go High Level. Maybe you've heard of it. But they often are loaded with options and features, and it takes a lot of work to set it up, and it's confusing for an average small business owner. So why not come in and make a simplified version of that where you can take incoming leads and help them with their marketing communication, help them with their follow-up, help them with their scheduling. And you go to Build the AI and you, again, just speak in plain English and it will build that for them. And you turn around and charge that customer thousands of dollars for that custom software solution. It's an amazing way to make the ultimate high ticket amounts, and you could get paid really well for it, just like our case study did here, making $15,000 a month doing just that. And this, by the way, this case study is courtesy of Indie Hackers. We'll link to it in the deck so you can read that in much more detail. And by the way, if you're not sure what to do with AI, if after watching this, you're still unclear and unsure what you should do to make money with AI, I got a quiz that will help you with that. If you go to buildy.ai/quiz, just answer the questions. Buildy will help you figure out what kind of business to build. You don't need to code. You don't need to be a designer. You don't need to be technical at all. If you struggle writing emails, you can still build your own website, sales funnel, apps, anything at all. You can launch your whole business using Build the AI. And the quiz is a great way to do that. So you can check that out at buildy.ai/quiz. And this is great for those of you who don't know what niche market to go into. You don't really have a really clear idea of how you want to make money on the internet. Well, Buildy will help you pick your niche. It'll help you figure out what kind of business to make and help you launch it. And then I want to wrap up on this. High ticket commissions and not commissions. There, note for editor, we'll clean that up. High ticket payments from businesses is the ultimate way to make really good money using AI. And then you can also get paid over and over and over, charging monthly fees. And that's where you start to get residual passive income coming in. So it's an amazing way to do it. And if you'd like to learn more about how to do this with businesses and how to work personally with me to partner up and go do this together, then you're going to want to register for the webinar. Check the link in the description and comments below. See if there's another one coming. We have them periodically. Right now, there's one coming up tomorrow, at least at the time of recording this. So hopefully there's another one coming up soon. If there is, you'll see the link to it in the description down below and in the comments. And on that note, I want to thank you for hanging out with me in this video. I hope you learned a little something, got a little bit of an insight on a new and better way to use money to make, we'll fix that. Note for editor, we'll clean that up. I hope you learned a better way to make bigger money using AI. And with that, drop a thumbs up if you got value from this, and don't forget to vote on what you want me to cover next in the comments. And on that note, we'll see you next time. Bye for now. Okay, audience, I'm not going anywhere. We're going to do Q&A in a moment. That come out all right, Nick?
Yeah, I thought that came out. I thought that was valuable. What did you guys think? Did you guys like that?
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that was useful. And then for our live audience, you're all invited, by the way, to the webinar tomorrow. We had one last night, and they asked for an encore. A lot of people couldn't make it, so they wanted us to come back earlier in the day at a more convenient time. So we're doing an earlier webinar tomorrow. And that's the pinned comment in the comments or in the chat box. It's the pinned chat. You can click, go register for it. You need to register to attend that. And cool. So we're going to do Q&A. So I would love to hear all of your questions about using AI this way. You can have questions about Buildy or anything at all. We'll kick it open to ask me anything at the same time. So we're going to come right back to all of your questions. We're going to take a very quick commercial break, so I can grab myself a little more caffeine, and then we'll do all your Q&A. Nick, you got something to queue up that we can take a break with?
Yeah. What about the challenge?
Perfect.
All right.
Could launch a business in just 5 days with the help of AI. That sounds amazing, right? The problem is most people are doing it all wrong. You've heard the success stories of people making money online, but when you try to start, it's like hitting a wall. Where do you even begin? What tools do you use? And how do you make it all work together? The process feels endless. Weeks, maybe months of trial and error, only to realize you're no closer to your goals. It's exhausting, and every day you're stuck, you're leaving money on the table. But it doesn't have to be this way. The truth is, building an online business can be simple if you have the right system. That's exactly what the 5-Day Wealth Engine gives you. A clear, step-by-step process that takes the guesswork out of launching a business. With over $100 million in results and 25+ years of experience, I can help you do this in my 5-day challenge. We'll work together to help you apply my proven methods. I'll guide you through harnessing AI to work smarter, not harder. In just 5 days, you'll go from feeling stuck and overwhelmed to having a fully launched, ready-to-profit business. You'll learn how to use the latest tools, avoid costly mistakes, and create something sustainable that fits into your life. Imagine what it would feel like to stop spinning your wheels and finally take action toward the future you've been dreaming about. No more endless research. No more second-guessing yourself. Just results. Fast. If you're ready to turn your vision into reality, click the link now to join the 5-Day Wealth Engine. Spots are limited, and the next challenge is about to start. So take action while you can. This is your chance to make it happen.
There I am. I actually did not get to get caffeine. Have to do a refill here. There we go. So I know we have to give away some money. So we'll do that in just a moment. So some few of you are still on an ad break. The YouTube did its ad break at the same time. So some of you are seeing ads from YouTube. Some of you are back. And we're going to give away, we promised a $50 giveaway. Is that right, Nick, in school?
That's it. Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, I do want to let everybody know, just a reminder about that if you are not a member of our school community, then you should be. So here we are in school, and I would love to have you be part of our community. And it's all about using Buildy, particularly, and using AI to build and grow a business. I'd love to have you be part of the community. And here was the giveaway that we promised. So we're going to do that giveaway right now. And I do want to encourage you, by the way, to join our school community. Yeah, do you have that link, Nick? Can you pop that in there?
Yeah, let me do that.
Okay. So I want to invite you to become part of the school community. That's where we announce our prizes and giveaways. We give out great content, and there we go. And I see we have someone who's not a fan of AI in the chat.
You're going to miss out on a lot of money then.
You're on the wrong channel if you
hate money.
Yeah. So what I understand, I think because AI is so disruptive, it's like the ultimate buggy whip, is so many jobs are being disrupted and careers will change and we will have to adapt. And I understand why people get a little bit, how shall I say, upset by AI. I get it.
We should host, me and you should host a debate. I don't agree. I think we live in the future. Get with the future. I'm a technologist.
Well, I don't either. I just empathizing with the fact I understand why some people are upset by it. And I think that, but you're right. The AI is not going anywhere. There's nothing that's going to change it, unfortunately, for those who don't like it. So you kind of have to figure out, well, how do you use AI? And a great example, I believe personally that AI is the great equalizer. So for example, if you want to do something creative and you think back, to be able to like make animated films, right? To make an animated film could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars to hire the animators, hire the technical staff, hire the CGI professionals, and make a film. Okay. But now anyone can make a short story and it unleashes human creativity. And yes, you could focus on the fact that, well, hey, there are designers who are now going to be out of a job because that will happen. AI is going to do that. It is already doing that. But let me give you an example. I'm kind of a fan of Star Wars, and I'm a fan of Star Wars, and I follow a bunch of creators that are into this in the Star Wars universe and in the lore. And there was an example of a guy who was an animator who decided that rather than being upset by AI, he decided to embrace it. And he got fired, by the way. He's laid off, fired. And then he thought, you know what? I need to get with the program. I need to learn how to use this technology. And now, instead of just being one little cog in the whole machine of making these productions, he's building amazing stories using AI tools. And they're really, really good. And it's now his career. He's now making more money doing that than he was as a designer. And so I think that for those who really want to look at how they can embrace this and use it to be more creative, more productive, get more done, increase your value, and make more money. And ultimately, that is the way forward with AI. Shouting into the wind about being upset at AI is not going to help anyone, unfortunately, for those who are upset. You just have to get with the program. And with that, let's do the giveaway.
All
kind
right.
of set me off on a rant. So I know, Nick, you're running out of time. So I'm apologies for that. But
no worries.
Yeah.
All right. The winner is.
Wait. I need to do hold on. We got to do the official. Where is it? Hold on. Here we go.
Seriously good tales. Here, I'm gonna
Seriously good tales. So that's their YouTube handle.
Yeah. So I'm gonna drop that in the chat. Seriously good tales. If you go to the school group, drop a comment on that school post, and we'll be in touch. So you are the winner. Hopefully you're here. Seriously good tales.
Is Seriously Good Tales, are you here? You're the winner of the $50 giveaway. All right, cool. Well, hopefully they're here. We'll wait to see. And with that, we're going to get into Q&A. But I've got my one last question for you, Nick.
What's the question?
What is a flea's favorite way to travel?
What is it?
Hitchhiking.
That was good. Okay, that saved the first jokes were awful. I'm sorry to say, but that saved the day.
All right. At the risk of ruining it, I'll ask you one more, and then we'll do Q&A from the chat. How do you track Will Smith in the snow?
I don't know.
You follow the Fresh Prince.
That's another good one. All right.
All right, we saved the day.
On end the jokes on a good note. I really have to bounce because I have to make it to an event. So you can handle Q&A and ending off.
Yeah, if everyone will forgive me squinting at the screen while I read the questions. Here, let me just zoom in here on here. And I don't know if T. Cruz is still around. Is that Ted? He's upset about AI, maybe. I don't know. Anyway,
I think Ted rage quit, unfortunately.
He didn't like my rant. Okay. Let's see here. We have I see people asking about, Richard asked about the Star Wars channel. So I follow Star Wars Theory he has been playing and featuring a lot of AI creators on Star Wars. So if you're a Star Wars fan, Star Wars Theory is a really good channel. And then he plays a bunch of the other AI creators, and I'd have to find the unique one. There's one in particular is the story I was talking about, but he recently shared his story on his channel. Okay. Oh, Richard's part of the school community. Glad to have you be part of it. And then Pete's asking about the webinar from yesterday, if there'll be a recording. I don't know, Pete. I do know we'll be back with an encore of it. So I'll be back again tomorrow during the day, if that helps you catch it then. Cool. I'm just rewinding back through questions here. Some votes for, so Eric has given a vote for a deep dive on voice agents. Elizabeth wants voice. Donna wants voice. Seb wants voice. Oh, a lot of voice votes. Okay, we can do that. Cool. McBoltron wants to know if I'm AI. Nope, not yet. Okay, it looks like that's it for questions so far. Let me go back to the present moment. So pop in any questions you've got about AI, about getting high ticket payments, about building AI, or anything at all. Pop those questions in now before we wrap things up for the day, and we'll take care of those. And then Richard wants to know, can we catch some of this information or the playbook in school? So the playbooks are part of Nick's newsletter. So Nick runs the newsletter called Ingeniosity. And if you're a subscriber, he'll email you links to get the playbooks. So, and you can go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe to get that. Okay. Blaze is asking about other networks being added to Commission Engine. I don't have anything I can announce on that right this moment. Yeah, and Richard is pushbutton.ai/subscribe is how you get on that list. And then when Nick is, he's going to edit this up and get the playbook ready for you. And then as soon as it's ready, he'll email it. And then as soon as you subscribe, you get access to the library. There's a whole library of, I think it's got to be going on 30 something playbooks in there already. But cool. Awesome. Although one thing I will say is in school, we will be covering more. We're going to be talking more about how we use Buildy to help businesses. So that's a topic I'll be revisiting periodically, and we will be talking about that in the future in school as well. So, all right, cool. All right, Heavy Pockets has got some interesting commentary. I'll probably ignore that, but there you go. And then Richard, hosting big question. So what's the big question about hosting, Richard? So I don't quite get that. So it sounds like you have a big question about hosting. What is it? I'll try to help you answer it. And then a reminder, we're going to be wrapping up in just a moment. So any other questions that you have, pop them in now before we wrap it up for the day. And I was going to read more dad jokes, but Nick's not here to read them to. So I guess I could read them to myself, but that doesn't quite work. And, okay, well, I don't see Richard's clarification coming in, and I think, oh, there we go. There's a delay on StreamYard. That's funny. So StreamYard, okay, now it just came in. So the question is, when you build a site on Buildy, where does it host? And we host it. So we take care of all the tech stuff. So as an example, the sites get built with databases. We host the database. Your hosting. We host all of your server files and your projects on our hosting. So you can register a domain name, point it to the project, and it just lives all inside of our ecosystem. So you can both do domain registration, hosting, database, everything, email, whatever. It all gets run through, and we take care of all the tech stuff for you. So that's how that works. And then, yeah, so I hope that explains and answers that question. And yeah, I just noticed there seems to be a delay between when the comment comes on YouTube and it shows up on StreamYard for me, which is where our streaming platform is. Question is, go. Yeah, there's a big delay in the questions coming into StreamYard. That's kind of annoying. I never knew that before. So let me go back over to YouTube. I'm going to go to the YouTube studio and see if I can view them here. Okay. So Richard's asking a follow-up. Can you redirect a domain name? So if you have a domain somewhere else, you can point it at our servers and it will work, right? So if you registered one already on Namecheap or GoDaddy or somewhere, it's a very simple process. You just point it at our server and it just works. But it's not really a redirect, so to speak. And then Blaze says, yeah, the dad jokes won't work without Nick's disgust. Yeah, it kind of doesn't work for me to read them to myself. Yeah, there we go. And Heavy Pockets got some more jokes coming in, and we have. So how would Buildy build a website versus something like Hostinger? I actually don't know the Hostinger product, so it's hard for me to make a precise comparison. All I know is that you can build anything with any kind of design, any kind of animation, any kind of colors, anything you want by describing it in plain English. There are no templates. There are no like cookie cutter stuff. It's all uniquely built and designed exactly as you want it by just speaking in plain English. So that is the simplicity of it. And also it includes what I said before, database, includes email, it includes, it has built-in AI features. So like today you saw me build an app that was powered by AI, right? So it would take a quiz, then it had to use AI to interpret that quiz and custom write a report. All of that type of functionality is just part of the platform. So you don't have to try to figure out how to connect your tools to AI. It just all works, and it just will create AI-powered apps for you. And thanks for the great questions. It allows me to brag about our platform. Let's see. Another question. This is from Ogo 24/7. Do we have access to the database files, or do we have to set them up? So you have access to the database files. You can by hand. You can go right into your project, browse the database, edit and change the database, export the database. You have access to all of it directly from your project. Can you use source code from AI? I don't quite know what you're asking there, Richard. So it depends on the plan you're on in Buildy. If you're on one of our, I think it's our business plan or higher, you have total access to your source code. So if you want to have access to it, and anyone can, anyone on a paid plan can download and save the source code and do anything you want with it. Okay. Richard's asking about the quality of the hosting. It's fast. So if you're familiar with Cloudflare, like if you're technical and you understand the way they have hosting on the edge of that, trying to think how to explain this without getting into too technical, but it's super high quality hosting, very fast, I guess would be the limit. And what we have is an unlimited with fair use. So all of the hosting, like I think Hostinger does it the same way, but any of the major hosting companies, they'll let you have unlimited, but it's called with fair use. So if your website goes absolutely viral and is getting millions of visitors and it's harming our other clients, that can happen, we might ask you to move to a dedicated plan where we can actually migrate your project to dedicated hosting infrastructure that's not shared. And that only happens if your business has gone like incredibly well and you're getting, an amazing amount of traffic. But we don't put any official limits on bandwidth or visitors or anything like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Richard's talking about migrating. Yeah, Richard, if you are technical enough that you can code and you can take care of your own hosting, then Buildy's probably not the right platform for you. But you can connect it to your GitHub. So if you want to have the source code in your own GitHub account, you can absolutely do that. And people are probably, a lot of our audience wouldn't even know what GitHub is, but it's a place that you can store code, I think is the best way to describe it. So, but those of you who are technical, you probably use GitHub, and you can connect it and store all of the source code files in your own GitHub. But yeah, this platform is meant to make it simple for people who are non-technical and who don't want to know how to do those things. They just want it to work, right? They want to be able to go to Buildy, speak in plain English, build cool stuff, and not think about the infrastructure, not think about the technology. And that's who the platform is for. Yeah, if you're someone who's highly technical, Buildy's cool for prototyping and making quick stuff, but if you can code, you probably want to use a different solution. Cool. Well then, I think that's it. Any other questions? This will be final call for questions. Final call for questions. Get them in now, or we're going to wrap up in just a moment. You're welcome, Richard. So Richard's saying thanks. Appreciate your questions about Buildy. And let me check StreamYard. We've been doing an experimental stream too. So we've been streaming on, vertical as well as regular traditional. I think on vertical, it tends to where we don't get very much of an audience. So I don't know how much longer we'll keep doing that. I wanted to test this. I think this is our third show where we're streaming on vertical. For supposedly the people that are browsing shorts will get exposed to the live show, but it doesn't seem like we're getting much of an audience over there. So I don't know if we'll keep doing that or not. And with that, I think we are wrapped up. So what I'm going to do. Oh, Nick left and he took all of our commercials with him. So, all right. Well, then I am going to play us out with an ad from YouTube. So with that, we'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Oh, and I'll see you over in school. Bye, everyone.